What is up, you guys? It is Mike here, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys my Blue Eyes deck profile for the November 2020 format and post the 2020 Megatins. So yeah guys, super late, I know. This is a really bad time for me to be updating this deck for you just now because the Megatins just came out several months ago at this point. But I've been caught up with so many things at work. I've been stressed with so many different things that I haven't been able to find time to just sit down and make a video like I want to. But regardless, I am here now, and I'm here to update this deck for you guys and show you how I came up with my deck list here for this format, especially considering that the ban list will be dropping like sometime next month. So I just felt like I should update this for you guys, and considering the fact that I've already done a Dark Magician build and a Red Eyes build as well for you, I thought I might as well just conclude the trio now and just do my Blue Eyes deck profile, and you just get that over with here. So yeah guys, here I am now. I'm gonna be updating this for you, and I just want to give you guys a few disclaimers before we get into it. Some of these cards are very mixed. Some of these are proxies, others here are just fake, others are real. It's mostly because I don't really have the time or the budget I need to buy real cards, so do forgive me for that. And this is going to be more of a budget build than anything else, so I'm not running anything super crazy expensive here in this deck, and this is going to be more of a fusion type of build rather than just a combo variant that I know that a lot of players have been going for lately. Like as of right now, at the time recording this video, I do know that Blue Eyes by Dragon Link is a thing. I just didn't really feel like going for that build, mainly because it kind of takes away from the feel of Blue Eyes' original intention when Konami released it, because it's supposed to be this really powerful engine that brings out a bunch of 3k beaters on the board and just OTKs your opponent. So that's kind of the build that I wanted to go for, mainly because I just want to stay true to its original image and have it replicate as much as it can to the anime, but not too close to make it look like this is just a full-blown anime deck, which obviously this isn't. This is more of a competitive build, as you guys already know, but I just wanted this build to stay more true to what its original intention was back in the day. So if you guys do not mind that, and you're okay with all those disclaimers, then we can just go ahead and get into the deck profile. So yeah guys, just like usual, it's gonna be a 40 card main deck, and I'm gonna try to speed through most of this since you guys already know most of what these cards do. Well, obviously we're gonna be starting off with our 3 brick eyes white dragon here. So obviously this is your main card of the deck. This wouldn't be a Blue Eyes deck if you're not playing 3 Blue Eyes, especially because Kaiba had 3. But these are just my favorite artworks, and I really do enjoy them. And obviously you're going to be discarding him a lot, you're going to be summoning him, you're going to be doing a lot of different things with him, and he's not as bricky as most people would say, as long as you have the right cards in your hand. So obviously this is a Blue Eyes deck. There's no reason for you to play less than 3. And then next, obviously we're going to be playing the 2 Blue Eyes alternative white dragon and the 1 dragon spirit white. I didn't really feel like I needed to max out on alternative, mainly because he is searchable, and sometimes he can be very bricky if you don't open him up with the OG Blue Eyes in your hand. So I just kind of wanted to cut this to 2 for that reason, and Dragon Spirit White mainly for the same reason, because you mostly just want to summon him out from the deck rather than anywhere else, unless you can set up something like Azure Eyes and summon him from the grave. Then yeah, that would be fine, but other than that, there's really not much reason for him to be in your hand, because he can be really bricky. He can be like trading fodder or something, but other than that, he's not really good in your hand. You mostly just want to get him out for the deck to have him banish a Speller Trap from a Speller Trap on the field, which is really good because obviously it'll help banish a lot of relevant stuff in some decks, just not all, especially now considering that Spell and Trap removal is not as prevalent as it used to be back in the day, but I still felt like keeping one regardless, for that reason, and because he's also a free body for you to go into a blue eyes as long as your opponent controls another monster, which some people still use, others don't. But yeah, I just felt like that was relevant to the to the deck. And then for our smaller monsters here, obviously we're going to be going for 3 Sage Odisa Blue, the 2 White Stone of Ancients, and the 1 White Stone of Legend. So 3 Sage, obviously, because this searches out your Ancient, this searches out your Legend. It's basically for that, and its hand effect for you to target a effect monster on your field and then be able to summon out a blue eyes from your deck is obviously really good, and especially if you can get it set up with Ancients on the field where you could just normal summon Ancients, and if you don't want to go into something like Green Kariba, you can just use Sage from your hand to target the Ancients, send it to the grave, and then get an OG Blue Eyes to the field or the Dragon Spear of White, and then later on during the end phase summon another 3k body on the field with Blue Eyes White Dragon. But other than that, that's it really. And I just only opted to play 1 White Stone of Legends because I didn't really feel like he contributes much to the deck other than just adding a blue eyes from deck to hand, which I know is super easy to do in this deck. I just wanted more additional ways to help me further extend my combos in that regard, to give me more plays. So I didn't really feel like maxing out on him. I know some different builds do max out on it and some play it at 2, but I just felt like 1 worked for me the most because I didn't really need to see it too much, but I didn't feel like it was just just not worth running altogether, because it's obviously really good regardless. And that is it, guys, for the blue eye stuff. Now we're gonna go into the more generic things here. Here I'm gonna be playing 2 Effect Veiler because it's searchable off of Sage as well, which everyone already knows, and it's obviously a free negation during your opponent's turn, which is obviously really good, especially considering it's not a Harwin's return, so it's just good for that. And if not, it's just a free tuner you could drop on the field to go into your level 9 synchro place for that as well, so that's why that's here. And then next, since this is more of a fusion build, I am playing 3 King of the Swamp, because you can just discard this to go into a to get polymerization from your deck to your hand, and it could also count as one of the fusion materials for one of your fusion monsters, which could obviously be really good if you want to go into other fusions that we're playing in this deck. So it's just really good for that. That effect doesn't come up as much as I hoped it would, but the discard effect to get into polymerization is obviously really good. So there's no reason why you shouldn't play less than this if you're trying to make this more of a fusion build. And then next, 2 Nebula Dragon, because this is just a free extender on your field, and it can just summon out blue eyes for free in defense and then help you go into your rank A play. So you can just drop something like Hope Harbinger or Smell Negation, or you could drop something like Nagirsu for more removal that way, and to help give more protection for your cards from targeting destruction. So that's mostly why this here is just a really good center. It's a free body, and it can help you do more plays other than rank A plays. It can also do link plays for you as well. And then lastly, I am playing 1 Gamma Seal, 1 Dogoran, and 1 Chaos Dragon Levianeer. So Chaos Dragon Levianeer is mostly just an extender. You're not really using the hand ripping effect that much because you're, as you guys can probably tell, you're not really running any darks here in this deck to warrant for you to want to play, for you guys to want to rip a card out of your opponent's hand. Maybe if this was a more of a combo build, I would be able to get that to pop up, but most of the time this is just a free extender for me to go into my synchro plays, help me go into link plays, or other for other reasons. And if not, it is still just a 3k body that you can just attack with for free. And these 2 Kaijus, Gamasuo and Dogoran, are here just for more removal. It's out to cards like Dragoon. It can help any kind of problematic monster that is protect from targeting and destruction, so that's why they're here. And I felt like they were somewhat mandatory for this deck, since this is more of a going second build, as you guys can tell. And that's gonna be it, guys, for the monsters. Now we'll go ahead and get to the spells. And obviously, for one of the most generic spells in any Blue Eyes build, 3 Melody of Awakening Dragon. So you discard a card, you add 2 dragons with 3,000 more attack and 2,000 or less defense. So this searches out your Chaos Dragon Levineer, this searches out your Blue Eyes, searches out your alternative. Most of the time you're just searching out alternative and Blue Eyes with this. Sometimes you can be you can search for Nebula or like Chaos Dragon Levineer in some cases, but I didn't really feel like I needed to as much, because it just also telegraphs what I'm going to be doing next for the most part, at least from my testing. So that's why I played this here. There's no reason to play less than this, because it's just that good. And then next, for our draw power of the deck, 3 trade-in, because Blue Eyes is a brick if you don't open up with any cards. So this helps you unbrick your hand, and helps you go deeper into your deck for more of your extenders and for more of your starters as well, which we do play quite a few of, and getting into them as quickly as you can is very important. So trading can help you dig deep into that and make sure you can get to those starters right away if you're going second. And then for our revival spells here, 2 Return of the Dragon Lords, and then 1 Monster Reborn. I was thinking of bumping up the Return of the Dragon Lords to 3, but my main deck here was a little bit tight and I couldn't find enough space to do so. So I just kind of went to go in. I just kind of decided to make it 2 Return and then 1 Monster Reborn, because Monster Reborn is obviously really generic. It's, you know, really great extender in this deck to help you go off with more of your plays going second. And Return the Dragon Lords obviously is really good in the grave, because it helps give your dragons more protection and ensure that, you know, that they're not just getting wiped off the field very quickly. So that's why they're here. And next, for the new card of the deck that was just announced in the 2020 Megatins, 3 Successor Soul. This is really good with Ancients. This is really good with basically any other removal in this game. So basically, you tribute one of your effect monsters, which is good because it doesn't need to be a Blue Eyes monster. You could tribute one of your effect monsters, then target one of your opponent's effect monsters on the field, and then you get to send it to the grave. And then afterwards, you get to special summon a level 7 or higher normal monster from your hand or deck. And then you can only attack with one monster for the rest of that turn after this card resolves. So yeah, so it can help you bait out certain negations, and it can help you get over certain things when you need them to. So this could send something like Ancients, and then you can activate this to send a monster from your opponent's field to the grave, which is really good because it's target and destroy, it sends them. And the fact that it hopes to extend your plays to help you drop a free Blue Eyes to your field, whether it's from your hand or your deck, is really good, because that's really crucial for you to do if you're trying to, you know, get more plays going. It does kind of suck that it does lock you into one attack. But other than that, there's not much I can really say about that. So I just wanted to play 3 because I just wanted to make sure I have ways to get to it as much as I can. And I didn't really want to just cut it to 1 or 2 and just decrease the likelihood of me not being able to see it. So that's why I played this at 3, and it's been doing pretty well for me. And then lastly, for our 1-ups here, I'm playing 1 for 1 to summon out Ancients and Stones from the deck, 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber for board wipes, and for me to be able to drop those Kaijus on the field for more plays, the 1 Dark Hole for more board wipes because your opponent sometimes won't see it coming, which is really good. And for our fusion spells, 1 Dragon's Mirror, because this can help summon out some of the big fusions that we have in our deck. Then the 1 Polymerization, because it's searchable off of King of the Swamp, and I didn't really feel like I needed to run multiples of this because it can be somewhat bricky if I don't open up with the fusion materials. And then for the only trap in our deck, 1 Destined Rivals, because This is just a skill drain for Blue Eyes here, for you to be able to negate whatever they have on the field. It does kind of suck that it only hits cards that they currently control rather than everything like the regular skill drain does. But other than that, that's why this is here, and I didn't really feel like there's not much of a reason for me to not play this. I just put this at 1 because, you know, it's not the most needed thing in the world, but, you know, it is somewhat important when it comes out. And that is gonna be it, guys, for the main deck here. Now we'll go ahead and get into the extra deck, and we're gonna be starting off with our fusions here. So I am playing here the one Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon, the one OG Blue Eyes Ultimate, the one Twin Burst, and the one Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate. So I have won more games with this Neo Blue Eyes than I have with all these other fusions here, because this can attack multiple times as long as you send these other 3 to the grave, which is obviously really broken. So if you don't have much in your field, you can just drop this and OTK your opponent very quickly, which sometimes they won't see it coming, which is really good. And that's really the only reason why Blue Eyes Ultimate is even here. If I wasn't playing this, I probably would not be playing Blue Eyes Ultimate here, but it's just there for that reason. And even Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon does come up every now and then, and it's obviously really easy to get into because Alternative and Blue Eyes are really easy to search in this deck, and the fact that it can pop 3 cards is obviously really sick. And you know, the fact that it does also have that protection from being targeted and destroyed is also really good. So yeah, I just felt like they're needed here, since it's more of a fusion build. And then next, for our synchros here, pretty standard. 1 Blue Eye Spirit to, you know, grave negation, and for being able to tag out into Azure Eye Silver Dragon, which can help you get, you know, more bodies on the board from your grave to be able to summon right away. And the 1 Spark Dragon, because you can summon this off of Blue Eye Spirit as well, and be able to go into more level 9 synchro plays, so that's why that's here. And then the 1 Clown Castle, because if you're playing Clown Castle, you guys can probably be able to telegraph what I'm going to be playing for the rest of the extra deck, but it's just here to help you get Blue Eye Spirit back or Azure Ice back from your grave to be able to go to some of your other XCs that we're playing here, which I will be getting into quite a bit. And I'm gonna obviously be doing that right now. So since we're playing Clown Castle, we're obviously gonna be playing here the 1 True King, and because, you know, skill drain your opponent during their turns really sick, obviously, and because it's only one-sided, there's no reason for you to not play this in a build like this, because it's just that good. And then the Wolf Harbinger for spell negation and for protecting you from, you know, attacks that your opponent may throw at you, because it can just redirect them back, which is really good. And the fact that when it negates a spell, it can just suck it up, is also really good. So it's kind of decent in that regard. The 1 Girsu for getting rid of monsters that are hard to get rid of from targeted protection, so it can get rid of Dragoon pretty easily because it sends it to the grave, not targeting, not destruction, and it can also help you protect your own cards as well. And then for my interesting tech here, the 1 Sky Prison, because this can be very detrimental against certain matchups that rely very much on their graveyard to be able to pop up. So cards like decks like Salamangre will struggle a lot with this, because they won't be able to summon up Spinny from the grave or get anything else from the grave, and zombies to a certain extent. Also maybe dinos, kind of in a way, because I know they do summon some stuff out of the grave. And yeah, it's really relevant, because even though it doesn't negate what they do in the grave like Nugger Valley can do, this can just lock them out of the grave from being the special summon for more extenders and stuff. So it's really good. It's a fun tech that I felt like playing, and it has been doing pretty decently well, and I recommend you guys do try that out if you're going for a build similar to mine. And then lastly, for our 3 links to the deck, one Hyrek Steel for bouncing stuff, and because it just regards 2 dragons, and if you tribute it, you guys already know it can give you a free dragon on your field, even though its attack and defense go to 0. It doesn't really matter. It can just be used for more link plays or for other stuff. The one board load, because I need more certain cuts to Dragoon than I thought I would, and it's really easy to go into because you're already spamming out a lot of monsters on this field. So this is obviously a really good out to Dragoon, and because this is a budget build, this is really all I have going for. This could be basically any other generic link for. This can be an Abramax, this can be Axis Go if you can afford it, but I just went for Border because that's really all I can afford at this point. And then lastly, for the one link Karibo, because if I get really desperate and I don't have much place and I need to get something like Whitestone of Agents or Legends from Grave, this is a really easy way to do so. And yeah, there's not much purpose to that. That's the only reason why it's here. And there you go, guys. That's gonna be it for my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile for the November 2020 format post the 2020 Megatins. This is a really fun deck that I do enjoy updating every now and then, and I know there are a lot of decks out of Phantom Rage that just come out, and I will definitely be doing more deck profiles for you guys to show you what I'm playing with and how I'm testing them out. And I will also be doing test cans for all 3 of the big 3 decks, including Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes. So make sure you guys do stay tuned on the channel for when that drops. And that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. So if you guys did enjoy the content, like this video if you did, and definitely share it with your friends to help support the channel. It really does help out a lot. And let me know in the comments below what you guys do think. Do you guys like it? Do you hate it? Do you think this could be better? What are you guys playing your build? And do you think I could be doing more with this? I would love to hear your thoughts and get a discussion going here. And if you guys do enjoy my content and do want to see more videos like this in the future, or anything else in general, definitely subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you guys don't miss out anytime I upload videos. And that is gonna be it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Henrik45 signing off.